Red Flags of Emotional Repression, Part 24, Toxic Positivity and Toxic Negativity. They're the same thing with different hats on. Let me explain. Here's some examples of things you hear from toxic positivists. Oh, don't feel that way. Everything's going to be fine. Oh, don't feel so bad. You should focus on the good things. Maybe you could make a gratitude list. Don't let it get to you. Just look on the bright side. Everything happens for a reason. This is a clear case of people who don't want to feel their negative feelings, not wanting other people to feel their negative feelings, right? Which is the exact function of emotional repression. It says, if I'm not allowed to feel that, then neither are you. They just dress it up with, positive vibes only, right? Now, here's the flip side of that you don't hear about as much. Toxic negativity. It's kind of redundant. We could probably just call it negativity. But here is what the toxic negativist says. You should feel upset. I'm sorry that happened to you. It happened to me too. It never really gets better. You just sort of learn to accept it. We're going to be doing this healing work our entire lives. Don't listen to the toxic positivity. We deserve our negative feelings. Notice there's a lot of we's in there, yeah? That's because toxic negativists love to bond through suffering. And that's another function of emotional repression. We could also call this codependency, right? If I have to suffer, so do you, but at least we're together in it. Now, all of what the toxic positivists and the toxic negativists are saying would be a different story if the people saying it weren't in emotional repression, right? It would all be valid. But sadly, most people are in emotional repression to some degree. And so what they're saying gets tainted by that repression, meaning there's an agenda on both ends of the spectrum, right? On the toxic positivity end, the agenda is for mutual repression of emotion. And on the toxic negativity end, the agenda is for mutual identification with emotion. Both are the root of suffering. We're suffering because we're repressing and identifying with our emotions at the same time. It's a double bind. So neither of the tivists are going to help, yeah? They're going to reinforce the problem. Here's what will help. People coming out of emotional repression and ending their suffering, showing you how to come out of emotional repression and end your suffering. Hi.